How many games are going to win this fall?
Shane Beamer. Over under win total at FanDuel Sportsbook of 5.5. Over -134. Under +110. Bud, come on.
Can I go last? I typed this one into the chat right when I was thinking there was 0% chance I was going to do the show. So let me circle back on this.
Okay. All right.
The first 6 I had like real answers prepared for. This last 2, no.
Okay. Tom, what are we doing with the Gamecocks?
I don't see an obvious edge here to either side, but I do kind of, because with the +110 odds on the under, I'm going under. I don't know what to make of it. Like, the quarterback situation for this team is incredibly confusing. Not confusing, just worrisome for me. Like, I don't know what to make of Lenoris Sellers right now. He showed flashes last year, but it's not much consistency.
Can I interject on this real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I saw the comments from Robbie Ashford last night about like, well, I haven't been told they're not the starter. Instantly, all these Auburn fans were like, "Oh my God, South Carolina! Well, welcome to the crazy show." This is, this is not like, it would be like, yeah, CBS hasn't told me that Jim Nantz is calling the A game of the week, and I'm not. Like, basically, all the Auburn fans, like, we've seen this before. This guy thinks he can be the dude. He's clearly brought in to be a backup because he's a runner, and Sellers also can run. So if he gets hurt, you have continuity of styles with the offense. I would be pretty shocked if it's not Sellers, assuming he's healthy.
Yeah. I need to see more from him to really know what I'm getting and to buy in. The wide receiver situation, I'm not completely. I mean, I know Gage Leveriden, who came in from Miami, was a good player in the MAC. Is he ready for the SEC? I don't know. Rocket Sanders is Rocket Sanders, so I think he's going to be fine, and I think he's going to be heavily relied upon for this offense, and I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball. Defensively, I don't hate them. I mean, I don't think they're awful defensively. I think Debo Williams is a good player. I think they've got some dudes in the secondary that have potential to be NFL kind of draft picks. But it's just, overall, I don't know if they have enough depth going through an entire season. And I'm going 5-7 here. You look at the schedule, it's doesn't provide a whole lot of favors. Like, you get Ole Miss at Alabama and at Oklahoma all in a row between your buys, and then you come back with A&M, you get Mizzou. You have to finish the year, obviously, with your rivalry game at Clemson. South Carolina plays a difficult schedule every single year, and that's just something that they have to deal with and put up with, and it also makes it a little easier to bet the under every year.
I mean, I've successfully bet their overs in some recent years, and their fans still gave me a bunch of hell for not betting them over by enough, right? Not projecting 8 or 9 wins or some foolishness like that when it's South Carolina. So this year I am going under. Just gonna embrace the villain approach. I like that I get plus money to the under. I think the bowl game is basically a coin flip here, so might as well grab that plus money. I mean, there's a lot of things to like about this team, but like I tweeted, Shane Beamer is like, oh, we're 12th or whatever they got voted. And I like our team. It's like, I like your team too. I like Kentucky more. I like LSU more. I like Ole Miss more. I like Alabama more. I like Oklahoma more. I like A&M more. I like Missouri more. And I like Clemson more. So I'm going under. Yeah, Shouldn't they be in the ACC? Like, they would have so much more fun. It's like them with Arkansas in the Big 12. Like, right. South Carolina, what are we doing? Like, join a league where you can win a couple more games and like have a better fan experience.
It'd be a great addition for the ACC.
Take the chance, take the happen, though. Somebody's got to lose these games,
right? I'm on the under as well. Man, I went back and watched, for draft prep, watched a lot of Spencer Rattler last year. He was really pretty good. Like, he kept him in competitive in a lot of games. Lenoris Sellers, yes, I think he can run around, but can they build something with the run game with Rocket Sanders and him, and then cobble some sort of offensive tack together? The other thing that concerns me a little bit is, and I hope I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong, I like Shane Beamer. I think he's a culture builder, and I think he came in and there was that instant bump from the culture vibes that you got, and they were like inspired. And I worry a little bit that that's kind of starting to dwindle a little bit, where players don't buy into as much as that initial energy because they've heard a lot of the same things. They've done a lot of the same team bonding things. So I'm a little bit worried about that as well. So I'm on the under.
I think there's 7 losses on the schedule, and I just don't know another way to cut it. One of these things when we're doing, 65 win totals is that sometimes it's a little bit cold. You just have to do so many that, trying to overthink it's going to be a waste of time. And I just have South Carolina as a notable underdog against LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Missouri, and Clemson. That in order to think that this is going to be a team that can win 6 games this year, it's going to have to be a team that plays giant killer. Now, that's great for a South Carolina fan to be like, all right, we just need Shane Beamer to coach him up. We just need the vibes to be good. We just need the atmosphere at one of the stadiums where it doesn't matter what the record is, they do seem to pack it out. That the passion around South Carolina football in Columbia, is unique and strong. But when we're picking this many win totals, I can't just one off. I mean, I know this sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but I can't just vibes at another win out there for South Carolina when they've got all of these games where I think they're going to be significant underdogs. So I've got this one as an under as well. Again, those are my 7: LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Missouri, Clemson. I think at Kentucky is a toss-up. You're going on the road to Lexington against a Kentucky team that, frankly, I might like a little bit more than South Carolina. So you got to beat Kentucky, and then you got to go get somebody that you're not supposed to beat. And then Chip's wrong, and you're in the bowl game. But, yeah, I'm on the under on this one.